be able to say after tonight and tomorrow night, someone say, did you leave any left for us? Like Arnold said, just bodies.
I walk in there and there's this long hallway that leads backstage to the pump-up room, and it's usually, you know, real cold. I don't know why it's cold in there, but it just feels cold. And during that time, I get a chance to, I guess, get in my zone. And you know, a lot of people say get your head in the game and this and that. Usually my head was in the game a year ago. Now it's just a little bit more serious because I realize that ain't no turning back now, dude. There's nothing else I could have done from here on out to make myself look any better. All the emotions and stuff, I mean, are now at an all-time high. You know, now the adrenaline's starting to get picked up. So there's really only a couple guys that I was really wanting to take a look at. And, you know, one was obviously Jay, and then I was looking at Kai Green. And then something really dawned on me, that it didn't freaking matter. Didn't matter what they looked like. I can't do nothing about it. When I'm on deck getting ready to walk out, because we have to walk out individually during the pre-judging, you know, there's a lot of nerves, I ain't gonna lie. There's a lot of nerves to the point where, you know, a lot of people think I'm meditating or anything. I'm just actually praying. Take a deep breath, do not pass out. I just, you know, I always listen to Bob Chigarillo's voice, you know, and number 22 from the USA, The Gift, Phil Heath.
Competitor 22 from the USA, The Gift, Phil Heath.
I ain't playing around. I ain't coming here for no game. You know, I came here to battle. You know, front double bicep is always my favorite, you know, because it gets the crowd going. It sets the tone. You know, it's a gun show, man. And then I, you know, hit the side shots, you know, people go nuts, and then I turned around. And I remember hitting the back double bicep. And that's when the whole crowd, I felt it. It was like, I wanted to hold that pose forever. Kind of like how Arnold would say back in the day, he would say, you know, some poses, you know, when the crowd cheers, you want to hold them longer. And when they don't cheer, you want to get the hell out of there. But this one, I wanted to hold for an eternity.
They call him The Gift, Phil Heath.
Getting ready to do the round of six guys. They bring 6 guys out at a time.
Side chest.
The difference between last year's Olympia and this year's was the fact that they brought just Jay and I into that last comparison. And I still remember, even in '09, how I felt when I wasn't gonna be in that last call out. And then in 2010, how I was in that last call out, but it was in a group, it was in a larger group. But this time I got exactly what I wanted all my life as a bodybuilder, which was to have my moment, just 1 and 2, mano a mano, getting after it on that stage where everyone gets to see who's the best on Friday night. So after a Friday night, you know, I walk out, I get my things together and walk out of the Orleans Arena. There, you know, they have a lot of fans waiting for each athlete, take pictures with, stuff like that, ask questions. Well, I kind of, instead of going out one door, I went out the other side door. I kind of beelined it to my crew. Because I had like 50 people from Colorado that went. So everybody was just like, you did it, like you won. I mean, there's still Saturday. I just remember seeing my wife and I just remember saying like, babe, like, is it good? But it ain't over. Hopefully I win. It was like that last year, you know. So. Yeah, I hope so, man. Hope so, dude. Yeah. Leading until Saturday afternoon when I went into the expo, I mean, it was definitely a positive. You know, when I was at the Team Muscle Tech booth.
Take it down tonight, man. That's what I'm saying. That's the word.
DP? Nice, ain't it?
Weirdest feeling in the world right now. Because I feel like it's the changing of the guard as we speak. You know what I mean? But I still have to make it happen, you know, that's the problem.
I'm just trying to conserve whatever energy I got for the stage, you know? You guys going to a show? Yeah. You gotta show me some love, man.
There's a little bit of pressure, you know, like just to make sure that I don't do anything bad. Because I've never been in this situation before where a lot of people feel like I'm gonna win, so. I'm just crossing my fingers, you know, saying a few prayers, just trying to stay focused, that's all.
How you doing?
Once I get up on that stage, you know, tonight, hopefully, you know, after I eat up and I've rested, that I can show the world, you know, who I really am and hopefully shock the world and become the 13th Mr. Olympian. That's the goal.
Gentlemen, we'll be starting in approximately 15 minutes.
I think on Saturday, the atmosphere did change quite a bit because now I think it was definitely in the room that I was going to win. I mean, I had a few competitors, you know, shake my hand, and I'm thinking, man, y'all did this last year. But, you know, then the writers, you know, all said the same thing, which was, you were right. You said that you shocked the world, and my God, you shocked the world.
Winners. Everybody wants to be a winner. Winning is everything, huh? Nah, winning is the only thing.
I need is more feel a little something for the pain. Everything sound good like a hook from T-Pain. They say you nobody till somebody kills you. I say go be somebody even if it kills you. They say death smell like some bad weed. Nothing watch, nothing chain. The last thing I'm we don't get down like y'all. We don't get down like y'all. Hey, before us there were none. After us, no more there ever be. This the greatest show on earth you ever see. I still do it for my niggas in the streets. Get to it, blowing money like my big meat used to do. Say we blowing money bad.
But there was a moment inside that routine that I was able to finally take it all in, and I was just like, you did it.
It's the gift, Phil Heath.
And then when we're getting back in the pump-up room, and people were just like, it was pretty quiet back there. People were just like, man. So then after that, you know, we have a confirmation round, which was brand new in 2011, where they basically take, I believe it was the top 6 or top 10, and they do quarter turns again and all that stuff. Well, instead of having me be compared with the top 6, they just had Jay and I come out together. And that was basically our last shot leading into the pose down to let the fans see who is better compared. You know, who's the number one out of all these different mandatory poses. And I just felt I kept getting better and better and better with each pose, and my confidence grew more and more and more. And like I said, it didn't really have to do with anybody else on that stage at that moment. It wasn't about anybody else, it was just about me. And I was just having a blast.
It shows her one from the back. Who's winning this one?
All right, guys, finish it off. Most muscular.
Is this the pose that decides the winner?
And relax, guys. Let's hear it for these two warriors.
The most nerve-wracking experience is judgment time, which is the awards. So leading into that, you know, you got your top 6 and then top 3.
You may take that to our third place finisher, the Predator, Kai Green.
And then once they called Kai third, I was like, oh man, here we go again. Me and Jay, round 2. And then we both walk out.
If I could have Phil Heath and Jay Cutler in the center stage, please.
And by this time, I truly felt that I was going to win, but I wasn't quite sure yet. And I always am one of those guys I always say this, I will not feel like I'm the champ until I have the title and the check and the handshake.
All of our presenters are on stage.